Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. We are only going to be looking at one issue this week because it is quite a bumper issue. There are lots of parts in it and it will take some time to look at it in its entirety. So I will be playing catch up in the next video where I'll be looking at 5, 6 and 7 all together in one video. And that video is a good one because it is all new parts. The parts up until now we have seen in the trial version, including issue 4. But the next video, all new, so look forward to that because I don't know what to expect in that one. But going back to this video, we are looking at issue 4, some really key components to the DeLorean in this issue. That's all I'm going to say for now. But before we look at what comes in issue 4, there's just a small matter of the trial giveaway to sort out. So thank you very much for those who answered. I have put all the correct answers into this pot here and I'll be drawing the name out in just a second. But I just want to quickly remind you of what you will be winning. You'll be winning issues 1, 2 and 3 of the trial version of the DeLorean. Not the proper version, the trial version. The giveaway was designed for those people who are a bit on the fence about building the DeLorean and want to see what building the DeLorean entails, what the parts are like, and what the instructions are like, and things like that. And the trial version is a great way to get an idea of what's to come in the next 2.5, 3 years, however long it will take. So the winner of the giveaway is in this pot here. Let's give it a good shuffle. And the winner is... Oh, sorry, whoever that was, you just missed out. Let's zoom in. Ooh. The winner of the giveaway is... No Name. No Name, you are the winner of the giveaway. What a fantastic... I love that. No Name has won the giveaway. So, No Name, if you want to send me a private message on YouTube... if you still want the prizes and your address so I can post them out to you, that is how you'll go about claiming these. If you don't, let me know as well and I'll draw another name out of the pot next time. So with that all sorted out, let's have a look at what comes in issue 4. Okay, so part 4 starts very simply with the handle of the reactor here. My reactor has a little bit of paint chipping on the yellow here. I'm not too fussed about it because my DeLorean will be displayed with Mr. Fusion, as I much prefer that design from Back to the Future 2. So it's very simply a case of, you see that little kind of knobble bit there and that hole there, you line them up, line them up this way like that, and then you just swing it round to lock it into place. There we go, look at it, oh, sorry, there you go, go around all the way. And the further you do it, it's now locked into place, so that isn't going to come out anytime soon. But if you want to pretend that you're putting in plutonium to the reactor, you can always unscrew it, pop it in, and that is a very nice little function. Make sure you don't glue that because it is meant to unscrew to come out. So the next part of the reactor, if we just turn this upside down, we'll just bring in this piece here and having it angled up so that it's concave like that. You line up the 2 holes there with the 2 screw holes here, and you've actually got a little peg for that hole. So you put the peg in the hole like that. If it lines up properly. Come on, why aren't you going in? Let me just have a look at this. Be right back. Okay, I was putting it in the wrong holes. So you've got this kind of flux capacity triangle-y shaped design there, and you've got the same here. And I was lining up that peg with that hole, which isn't correct. You have to line it up with that peg, that hole even, like that, and it just fits on there nicely. And then you just get your AP screw and you go for the hole here. You have to be very careful not to screw in the wrong holes like I did in the trial. It's just that hole there, not that hole there. That comes a little bit later on. So just screw that down there like that. And you get your second one. Just screw it in there like that, and well, that's come off. But you see that is the reactor nice and installed. I'll just pop this back in, swirl it all the way around. There we go. That is the reactor all done. Okay, moving on to the iconic Mr. Fusion. Yes, Mr. Fusion is it's in issue 4. I can't believe it. Even though it came in the trial, I thought they might change up the pieces and have Mr. Fusion a little later. But they don't. They have Mr. Fusion now, and I'm very happy to say that Mr. Fusion is printed on both sides this time, unlike the trial. I'll do some comparisons a little later on. Annoyingly, you do get these screw holes still. I like to think that maybe some white covers will come at a later date to cover them up. But the screw holes are useful for now, so that we can attach the two halves of Mr. Fusion together. And there we have both sides of Mr. Fusion all screwed in, looking very nice indeed. Oh, apart from those black bits. If not, I might just paint them white, try not to get over the words. But yeah, looking very, very nice indeed. So the next step for Mr. Fusion is getting this piece here and this piece here. Now you'll see that this piece has two kind of little, there you go, little kind of square parts on there like that. The square parts face this way and just pushes on like that. Does it click or anything, or does it just go there loosely? I think it just goes there loosely. Let me just go check. It does just go loosely, so you've got the parts there like that. You bring in Mr. Fusion again. You see there's a little hole at the bottom there for the peg. We just push it in there like that. And there we have the clear part of Mr. Fusion all installed. Just one more clear part to come, and that is on the top, which is this piece here. You'll see there's a little peg somewhere. Oh, sorry, little peg somewhere in there like that. You just pop it in to match the peg. I don't think I got it in the right way. I think that needs to be pushed down a little bit more. Bear with me. And there it is, with the glass part on top and the glass cylinder part all in place. So the next step for Mr. Fusion is to get this piece here, this nice white part, and this black part here like that. And then this part will go on there like that. And it will attach with two screws either side. But just to make sure that the holes are aligned, you can actually see through. Don't have to show you. So you will actually be able to see right through where the hole is, and it's in the right position to screw it down. So once again, you get some AP screws. It's got one here. And just go at it from this side first of all. Screw it in. There you see. Oh, sorry. There you see. Goes in nicely. And then we'll just get another one. We'll just put it in this side. Just like that. Screw it in. And you'll see it is able to move ever so slightly, but it is nice and secure in place. There we go. And make sure that we have the circle part facing outwards and the circle part with the two rectangular parts there facing inwards, so it will look something like that. The next part then is this black part here with this nice material, nice texture around the outside, making it look corrugated. You get the side of it that has a singular hole in a flattened out part there, and of course you match up that part like that, so that is in place. And once again you get an AP screw, and we just attach it. Attach one to the other like this. Just the one like that. So you see there is a range of motion there. It opens, it shuts, it opens, it shuts. There we go. Now just make sure that's nice and tight like that, and there we go. And of course that opening and shutting motion is for opening Mr. Fusion and putting in all your banana peels and rubbish, but we need Mr. Fusion on top. So if we just look at Mr. Fusion, we have a big hole there and a little peg there, corresponds to the bit on the white there. Open it up, you'll see there's a space for it to be screwed. Oops, Just line this up again. And we just get an AP screw. Just pop it in there. There you go, like that. And then we have an open and shut Mr. Fusion, opening and shutting mechanism Mr. Fusion, for all your rubbish. Looking very, very nice. Very happy with how this is coming out so far. It feels a lot easier to do than the trial version did. But saying that, we are moving on to the more complicated part of Mr. Fusion, which are these two tiny pieces here. Just going to zoom in because they are small. And to attach these two parts, we will be needing CP screws, and which are very, very tiny. But first, let's get these in the right position. The red piece goes like that, and the black piece goes on there like that. And the black piece just slots in to the red piece there. And while holding that, you get your CP screw. And you just try push it into the hole, which it's not doing because it's not on the screwdriver properly. In fact, what I might do is push it through first. Okay, this is very fiddly to do. I won't be able to do this on camera, but you put one CP screw in that way, another one in that way to hold that black part in place. I'm just going to do this off camera, and when I do that, I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I have done that part, and this is it. So we've got that little movement there, very tiny CP screws in on both sides, and that is what it looks like when it is all finished. So to attach this then onto the main part of Mr. Fusion, just swing it around there so the circle bit is seen. You'll see there is two holes. You actually need to align it so when it's finished it will clip on something like that. So one of the holes is for this peg here, the other one is for an AP screw hole. Line it up. In fact, let me get the screw first. Okay, so two holes there. Line up this piece like that, and then clip on that red part to make way for the screw. It just screws in there like that, nice and tight. There we go. Okay, and that is that red clip all attached like that, ready to clip Mr. Fusion in place and release it for the rubbish. We've not quite finished yet with this piece. You'll see there are two little holes on the too zoomed in. Two little holes on the red part here, and there are two holes there as well. Now those two holes are for these pieces here, which are two tiny little springs, which make Mr. Fusion authentic because it does have springs there. But it, as you can imagine, very difficult to do. So once again, I'm going to have to disappear to attach these. And when I've done that, I'll be right back with you. Remember the springs that I showed you when I was looking at the parts? They were meant to attach in there where my thumb is. And when I tried to put them in, they sprang off the table and they're on the floor somewhere. And they are tiny. So they are lost. Oh, look what I just found on the table. I just found one of the tiny little springs. I'm not going to bother with it. I did it! I did it. They're all installed. Look, I did it. I did the springs thing. Oh, I am so happy that that worked. Look at it. They're there and they are springy. And oh, I am so happy that worked. Just that little thing got me so wound up last time. And on the proper run, where it mattered, I was successful. I did it. Thumbs up me. Yes. Oh, calm down. Right. Okay, so how did I do it? First thing you may have noticed, I took off the white part of Mr. Fusion. And it's just a case of good lighting and time. You put the spring onto the sticky out part of the red first, and then you screw it down with a CP screw. And yeah, you just take your time with it, and you breathe a lot. And if you start to get sweaty and knees weak, arms are sweaty, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just so happy that it did it. But I did have to take this off. And another reason why I took this off is so I didn't want it scraping across the surface, because I have noticed that the white paint has come off quite a bit already on my Mr. Fusion. Exactly the same for my reactor, the way that, 2 paint chips have now happened. The paint on this model, I hate to say it, but doesn't seem to be that good. You just got to keep it really safe, and that is what I'm scared about. If it chips now just by putting it together, in 2.5 years time when I actually attach Mr. Fusion to the actual car, what state is it going to be in then? So yeah, keep it really safe. Keep all these parts really, really safe. And I also want to apologize because I missed out a part on the reactor. So I move Mr. Fusion aside for now. Just want to say you get this part here, which is kind of a see-through part. I guess this will help with the lighting when we come to light up Mr. Fusion or the reactor a little later. Zoom in a little bit. And you just attach the part like that and screw it on. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. I just want to say as well, for this part you use AP screws to attach that see-through part there on like that. So that is the reactor all finished now. I promise there's no more to do with it. There is a little bit more to do with Mr. Fusion. First off is to reattach it back on. Just use an AP screw. So it will look like this, all attached with the springs. Very, very, very happy with that. And the final part then of issue 4 is this part here. This nice brushed metal back piece of the DeLorean. You have 3 holes there, which match 3 pegs there, which match the 3 holes there like that. And you just line them up. And once again, we just screw them in with AP screws. And to save time, because issue 4 has been a little bit lengthy, I've gone off camera to attach it. But that is Mr. Fusion all finished. Let's look at it this way without the screws. Pull the red bit back. There we go. Put all your rubbish in. Close it. Dunk. And I think that this groove here is meant so that the reactor can fit on there as well. So to have Mr. Fusion, you just pop that part on. But to have the reactor, you just take it off really easily. I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is, but that's what I predict what will happen in the future. So that is the end of issue 4. Unfortunately, I can't do the comparison which I promised I would because I cannot find the trial pieces anywhere. I do know off the top of my head that Mr. Fusion is written on both sides of Mr. Fusion rather than just the one as it was on the trial. They still haven't sorted out the black head screws, which is a bit of a shame, but the red clip does clip on a lot better, maybe because I actually put the springs on this time, who knows. But yeah, that's the only differences that I can remember, and it doesn't matter about the trial now anyway. It's all about new parts from here on in. Like I said at the top of this video, issues 5, 6 and 7 coming up next time. Brand new parts which we haven't seen before, so I am very excited about that. I hope you will join me in that video in a fortnight's time. But until next time guys, take care, bye bye.